Okay, let's start now. It is the cash
Yes,
book
sir.
double column. Before
Hmm.
understanding the double column, am I audible?
Yes, sir.
Before we will do double column, we have to first understand what is the meaning of contra entry. Contra
Okay, sir.
entry means entries that are recorded in both the sides of the cash book. That means we
Hmm.
have a left hand side where debit side and a right hand side. In both the
Yes, sir.
sides, the entry will come. And
Hmm.
moreover, cash book has single column. We have cash account is synonym to cash account, but cash book double
Yes, sir.
column is synonym to cash account and bank account together.
Hmm.
Double column means cash account and bank account together. That is the meaning
Okay,
of
sir.
double column cash book, where cash and
Yes, sir.
bank, both columns will come together.
Okay, sir.
Now, whenever there is a transaction between cash box and bank,
Yes, sir.
that is
Yes, sir.
either cash deposited or cash withdrawn, then it is an
Yes,
example
sir.
of contra entry. Understood?
Content. Okay, sir. Yes, sir.
Now we will be doing one sum.
Hmm.
Prepare cash book of Ram, January 20. Bank credit balance is 2000 and cash
Hmm.
debit balance as per cash book is 2000. Now bank
Hmm.
credit balance is 2000. That means what? See, bank, you have overdrawn the money. That is the bank overdraft is there. Now,
Hmm.
when there is a bank overdraft, we write like this. See, buy balance brought down. Remember one thing, that bank can have only the credit balance. Cash box cannot have a credit balance. Last day also I told that cash box cannot have a credit balance. You can have a zero balance, but not negative in the cash box. Cash box is
Hmm.
synonym to your cash column. Now,
Ah.
this is your bank column. Okay. Buy balance
Hmm.
brought down. This is the overdraft balance. Means you have drawn more money from the bank. That's a
Yes,
credit
sir.
balance.
Hmm.
And this is the cash book balance. As per cash book, two balance brought down 2000 over here. That is the
Hmm.
opening balance of cash book. As you can see the sum over here, no?
Hmm. Hmm.
Okay. Then receive a check from Salman, rupees 300. Receive, I so told you this is the receipt side. See, I have written receipt. Intentionally, I have written
Hmm.
receipt over here and payment
Hmm.
over here. You should write particulars and particulars. Receipt and payment will.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Receipt means all the receipts will be written in the debit side. So we have received a check.
Yes, sir.
Whenever you receive a check, you must go through the entire question to see that what you have done with that check. Again, I repeat,
Okay, sir.
whenever in cash book sum you receive a check, that check, what you have done with that check, you have to read the entire sum. Let's read the entire sum for that. So received a check from Salman 300. What happened to this check? Let's see. Yeah, next day only it is given. Salman's check paid into bank. This, instead of
Okay, sir.
next date, they could have given in the last date also this one. Salman's check paid into bank, or Salman's check is endorsed to Ali. Something like that. The check
Hmm.
has been endorsed means check has been given to somebody. In this case,
Hmm.
check has been deposited into bank. Now, when check has been deposited the next day, then there is one more other type of treatment. If nothing would have mentioned about Salman's check, then I would have treated it in the cash box only. I would have treated it in the cash column only. I would have written to Salman in the cash column. If, oh, sorry, if nothing would have been mentioned about that check, then I would have treated it in the bank column only. I would have supposed that that check has been deposited into the bank the same day. Again, I repeat, whenever you receive a check, if nothing is informed about that check, or it is informed in the sum that the check has been deposited into the bank the same day, then that
Hmm.
amount of check will come in the bank column. Simply, to
Okay.
Salman in the bank
Okay, sir.
column, you receive the check.
Okay,
But
sir.
if it is written any other day that the check has been endorsed or check has been deposited into the bank, endorsed means given to somebody, then we will not
Hmm.
write the check's balance in bank column, but we will write it in the cash column. Means same day, if the check is not deposited into the bank, then it will be written in the cash column. We will consider that check as a cash. Okay.
Okay,
So
sir.
to Salman, we have written that 300 rupees check in the cash column. Next is, what is the next entry? Let's see that. Next entry. Next entry is received the check from Gopal. No, one more thing. Salman's check paid into bank. We have done that. No, we haven't done. Now, whenever you deposit the money into the bank, that is called contra entry. Am I clear with this much? Whenever
Yes,
you
sir.
deposit the money into the bank, that is called contra entry. That's why I have explained first contra entry. Whenever the transaction is between cash box and bank column, then such a transactions are called contra entry.
Okay, sir.
Cash and bank. In this case, this check of Salman, which was considered as cash, is deposited into the bank. So simple journal entry is what? Bank to cash,
Yes,
bank
sir.
account debit to cash, because bank is getting that check money. Bank is getting that check, or you
Yes,
can
sir.
say cash. Whenever you give money to Ram, what happens? Ram to cash. Similarly, when you
Yes,
deposit
sir.
the money to bank, you write bank to cash, isn't it?
Yes, sir.
So we write by bank to cash. See, in this case only, in contra entry case, in the cash book also we will write by cash and to bank. By bank to cash. All this. See, never it comes in the same account. The same account, we don't write the same name. This is a bank column, bank and cash, both account together. Double column cash book is both account, cash account and bank account together. That's why we are
Yes, sir.
writing by bank. Why? Because a journal entry is saying bank account debit to cash. You are depositing the check into the bank. So by bank to cash. And we write C in the ledger folio, because for this we don't make any ledger. We write C. No page number for ledger is required. So C we
Yes,
write.
sir.
So to cash. So, and we write the amount in the opposite columns. By bank we write the amount 300 in the cash column. To cash we write the amount in the bank column. So January 3rd, you have
Yes,
understood.
sir.
Now January 4th, received a check from Gopal for rupees 6,800. You see, nothing is mentioned about this check in the entire sum. That means we assume that this check has been deposited into the bank. That's why we have written, see, January 4th to Gopal. We have received the check, directly the amount in the bank column, because it's a check. Seen?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So to Gopal, 6,800. Next part of the sum. Next, withdrew cash from bank. Now, whenever we withdraw cash from bank, that is again a contra entry, because our journal entry is saying what? Cash account debit to bank. Now, if you withdraw
Yes,
cash
sir.
from bank for office use, then only, my dear. It's written over there, 2,000 for office use. So see, by cash, contra entry. When we withdraw money, journal entry is what? Cash account debit to bank. So we write by
Yes, sir.
cash, 2,000 in the bank column, and to bank, 2,000 in the cash column. January 5th, both the date and both the places we will write C for contra entry. Some 1,000 we have drawn from the cash box for personal use. See, and 1,000 from cash box for personal use. So personal use is drawings. So by drawings, cash box, so cash column. If I would have withdrawn the
Yes.
money from bank, then I would have written the amount in the bank column. Clear? So by drawings,
Yes,
personal use
sir.
means by drawings. Next, bought a machine from Raman and he was paid by check rupees 4,000. So you bought a machine. So buy machine and you paid a check. You paid a check 4,000. See, paid a check. You don't have to see what happened to that check. You directly write the amount
Yes.
in the bank column. Buy machine 4,000. You bought a machine and paid a check of 4,000. Then paid carriage of machine 300 and installation charges 700. See, for the same machine, you are paying the carriage and installation. We don't write carriage and installation over here. Whenever a new machine you purchase, whatever expenditure incurred in that new machine are capital expenditures. That means those expenditures which will be included in the machine value only. So my machine value will become actually 5,000. Similarly, suppose I'll give one example. I installed a AC in the room.
Yes, sir.
20,000 AC cost. 1,000 is the installation cost. So my cost is actually coming 21,000. I'm paying the shopkeeper 21,000, 1,000 for installation. So installation charges is actually machine charge. We will not write it as a by installation or by repairs or by carriage. Nothing. Whenever a new machine is bought and these expenses will be treated with machine only, the value of machine will only increase. So that's why in January 7, we have written buy machine 1000 in the cash column because we have paid through cash. If you would have paid through check, I would have written in the bank column. Next is bank allowed interest 800. Bank allowed means bank has given you the interest. It's income from the bank. Income means receipt. So see, we have written to interest. See 800 in the bank column. Same it is written, bank has charged means it's a payment. So by charges 200. If you will do the journal entry, it will be charges account debit to bank, and for interest, bank account to interest. So whether you do from journal entry or by receipt and payment way, that both are the same. Clear? Except 1000, all money is paid into bank. Now this is a very interesting part. Except 1000, all the money is deposited into bank. Now in this part, first of all, hello. First of all, we are seeing that the cash box total is 4,300 and bank total is 8,900. These two total we have done first. First of all, we have done the cash total. 4,300 cash total. We have written the debit column, cash total 4,300. Same amount we have written over here also. Okay. Now, when I have written the same amount, then I have added the credit side and I found out that 1,000 rupees less because I have already recorded buy balance carried down first. This I have to record first because they have told except 1,000, each and every money is deposited, all entire money is deposited into the bank. So whatever is the balance that you have written over here, if you would have been over here, instead of 1,000, it would have been 100. I would have written 100 only. So if the balance is already given, your view is to first write buy balance carried down, leaving one line gap. You will first write buy balance carried down. See the last part it was given that except 1,000, entire money has been deposited into the bank. So I have first written buy balance carried down. Then I have totaled my debit side. I found 4,300 in the cash column. That same cash column I have written 4,300. And then I just subtracted the figure. I got 1,000 as a balancing figure. That balancing figure I will be writing by bank because I am depositing that money into the bank. So contra entry. That BAL figure I have written balancing figure. C for contra. Date 31st January, last date. January 31st, to cash contra, but amount in the bank column. Now I will be adding my bank column. I have got 8,900. That 8,900 I have written in the credit side also. I have added and I got the balance over here as 700. This 700 again is the balancing figure. This 700 is the balancing figure. Then I have to bring down the balance on the opening date, February 1, to balance brought down 1,700. So this is only thing in the double entry. Apart from single entry, double entry has cash and bank both account together. There is one more important thing, that is contra entry, which you have to understand very well. If you deposit the money into the bank, bank to cash. If you withdraw the money from the bank, then cash to bank. Cash to bank, then buy cash to bank. And if bank to cash, then buy bank to cash. That much you remember. And buy bank, whenever you write the amount in the cash column and write C in all the times. And to cash, when you are writing, write the amount in the bank column.
Okay.
Next, this is the homework there. I hope you have understand whatever it is. You try to do this homework and please try to solve it. There is one extra thing over here. Gopal's check got dishonored. Dishonored means whenever check got dishonored, that means this part I have to again make. Suppose in the same sum I have received the check from Gopal to Gopal 6,800 and the same check got dishonored, suppose. So I will again write by Gopal and write the amount 6,800 over here. Whatever happens to that check, whether I have endorsed it to somebody, whether I have already deposited into the bank, then whenever the check has gone to the bank and that check has got dishonored, I will again catch hold Gopal. So I will write by Gopal. Actually, I will again make Gopal my debtor. Debtor is increasing. So I write by Gopal to bank. My bank balance is reducing because of dishonored check. Check dishonored means check has got cancelled. So I will write by Gopal and I will write the same amount of the check, 6,800. Nothing else is there in this sum. So this is your homework. Hope you have understand, and please solve it. Wrong, right, whatever you solve, and show it to me next day.
Okay, sir.
Okay?
Okay, sir. Yes, sir.
Thank you, dear.